Indonesian presentation of their policy of confrontation, as they call it, euphemism for aggression, undeclared war, is to present it to the world as a popular uprising against neo-colonialist, imperialist schemes. And to the Malays in Malaysia, there are 4 million of them, it is presented as a move by brother Malays in Indonesia to help them get rid of British and Chinese economic dominance. And Singapore, being the largest city in Southeast Asia, represents Chinese economic success. And it's been the target of Indonesian propaganda and confrontation policies right from the word go. But they weren't successful until our own politicians started unscrambling the bits and pieces inside the country. So long as all the bolts and nuts were tightly in place and the machine working, there was no danger whatsoever. But somebody went and unscrewed a few bolts and nuts, and I think it'll be some time before you get the whole machine tuned up again.
You've just been to an international conference of socialists in Brussels. Do you feel that you've now got the support in your struggle against Indonesia from world socialism?
Yes, I should think so. I mean, we are democratic socialists trying to seek democratic solutions to our problems of poverty and want, and trying to withstand the pressures, attacks of a cruel and hungry neighbor.
What kind of physical assistance are you getting from Australia and Canada?
Well, they've made certain overtures to give military assistance, training, and equipment. They've got several squadrons stationed in Malaya. They've got, I think, a Commonwealth brigade, mixed British, Australian, New Zealanders, and they are at the moment helping in mopping up operations in the Pontian district of Johor, where Indonesians landed about 10 days ago.
Will you go straight back to Singapore because of the crisis?
No, I think you'll get this ups and downs. It's like malaria, Patient has got infected, he's got to get rid of it. Get rid of the stuff from his whole system. And in the meantime, before it's got rid of, there will be this recrudescence. The thing's been triggered off. And the second time is easier. The third time will be easier still. And I don't think we can stand many more times, because if it spreads like the plague, it'll just knock down Malaysia flat on its face.
Finally, do you feel that the Malaysian crisis should involve the entire Western alliance?
Americans have got their containment policy, preoccupation with China, half fearing that it is, trying to contain the uncontainable. The British are half in support of the American policy and half trying to strike out on a more intelligent line, trade with China, opening up more windows in her ideological mind. The French and her great president, in his wisdom, believe that neutralism is the cure for all ills in Southeast Asia. And the Dutch have decided to reopen economic aid and trade relations with Indonesia, indirectly helping her confrontation. Germans too, in a slightly smaller way. And I think the whole of the Western alliance, so far as Southeast Asia is concerned, is in complete disarray. And if they could bring their minds to bear and say, look, first, what is the problem? Second, how can it be contained? You will get at least some coherent policy emerging. As it is, everybody's hitting out on his own.